Namaskar India and welcome to IndSamachar. I am Anshi Shrivastava and in our two-part stories, we will talk about the longest running CBI probe in the history of this nation, also known as the coal scam. Last week, a special CBI court convicted Dilip Ray, Minister of State for Coal in the A.B. Vajpayee government in 1999 for his alleged involvement in the coal block allocation scandal. Hearing on the quantum of the Ray's sentencing are set to begin on Wednesday. While convicting him, the court observed that Ray abused his official position as his decision of relaxation of policy without any logical or legal basis amounts to gross abuse of his powers by the minister. Now, why is all this significant? The 2G spectrum scam and the coal block allocation cases were among the reasons that the UPA's second government came to be perceived as corrupt. The CAG reports on the two matters had put the loss to exchequer at rupees 1.7 lakh crore and rupees 1.8 lakh crore respectively, with the latter being called the mother of all scams. While there have been several convictions in the wide range of the coal blocks cases, this is the first time that an NDA minister has been convicted. When the allegations surfaced, Ray was a member of the BJP. Now, how did this scam happen? In the early 1990s, the government decided to allocate such coal blocks to private companies that were not part of the production plan of PSUs, Coal India Limited and the SCC Limited. Initially, a list of 143 coal blocks were prepared, later inflated to 216. At the time, there were no concrete guidelines for allocation of blocks, such as coal mining was largely restricted to PSUs and many geographical locations were seen as unsuitable for profitable mining. The guidelines were periodically revised through 1993, 1998 and 2003. Between 1993 and 2005, 70 coal mines were allocated. Then between 2006 and 2010, a further 146 blocks were allocated, taking the total tally to 216. However, some blocks were deallocated owing to the companies not starting work, and the final list stood at 194. In March 2012, a leaked draft report of the CAG revealed irregularities in the allocation of blocks and pegged the losses to exchequer at rupees 10.76 lakh crore. Although the CAG's final report tabled in the Parliament in August 2012 whittled down the losses to rupees 1.8 lakh crore, it was still the biggest scam India had seen. The CAG had argued that the government had the authority to auction the coal blocks but chose not to, and as a result, allocatees received a windfall gain. As the opposition targeted the Manmohan Singh government on corruption, BJP leaders Prakash Javadekar and Hansraj Ahir approached the Central Vigilance Commission, also known as the CVC, with complaints. The CVC referred them to the CBI, which over the next few months registered over 40 FIRs. Meanwhile, a Parliament Standing Committee report said that the coal blocks distribution between 1993 and 2008 were done in an unauthorized manner, bringing even the NDA period under scanners. The Supreme Court took matters into its own hands, directing the CBI to directly report to the Supreme Court and not to the government. That is all that we have for you in part 1 of our story. In part 2, we will see UPA government's stand in this matter. Until then, for more such news updates, log on to www.indsamachar.com. This is Anshi Shrivastava signing off. Namaskar.